Sheik is wanting to put on Terence Crawford versus Tim Tszyu for the vacant WBO belt if the belt is vacated by Sebastian Fundora. Sebastian Fundora's promoter, Samson, says that Terence Crawford's lawyer called him to try to offer him the fight for Fundora to go over to Saudi Arabia. Bud Crawford's anti-PBC agenda continues for some reason. Let's talk about it in this video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, share the video, turn on your notifications. Catch me live Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday night at 7:30 p.m. Central Time. I'm also live every Sunday morning with the Singing OG KQKC Boxing Network. Sunday mornings, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And I ask you to join the channel as a member. Drop super chats and super thanks when you come by the live streams, the videos that we do. And hit me up if you want to debate. knockoutboxing86@yahoo.com. We got to talk about Terence Crawford today, bro. So, it's a lot going on. And it seems to be some sort of Cold War, some sort of just stalemate for him and Premier Boxing Champions, because the reports surrounding Terence Crawford are all that he wants to fight Premier Boxing Champions fighters, but he's trying to go every single different avenue in order to do so, right? So here's what we have. Let's talk about Jerron Boots Ennis, who just signed the Matchroom. Eddie Hearn is saying he'll fight the fight. He'll make the fight. He'll put up the money for the fight. He'll back Boots against anybody if Terence Crawford wants to make the fight happen. Boots Ennis said, you ain't got nobody else but me to fight. I'm right here. What's up? So Boots Ennis is saying that he wants to fight Terence Bud Crawford. I think that could be a big fight if Eddie Hearn gets the money and is willing to put the money up. Eddie Hearn can, in Matchroom in the zone, can put the money up themselves, or shit. They got a good relationship with Turkey, Lalik. But I remain and I maintain that if Terence Bud Crawford doesn't fight Jerron Boots Ennis and he is moving up to 154 and fighting for a title, I can't call him a duck moving up as an undisputed champion and beating the other #1 guy in the division at the time that he did it. So I wouldn't call that a duck. But if he stays at 147 or he takes some sort of light touch at 154, I will be looking at his ass sideways as it pertains to Jerron Boots Ennis. I think Jerron is just in the wrong era, bro. He's just in the wrong era. It's at the wrong time. He a decade younger than Bud Crawford. You know, he's coming up where the welterweight division, unfortunately for him, the big name that he was in the same era with, Virgil Ortiz, couldn't make the division no more, so he done moved up to 154. So Boots leaves himself to where all the big names around his weight class are either up under him at 140, Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, and not coming up no time soon to fight him, because you know them fighters ain't moving up to fight him. Or they're above him now. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, and they're older. Terence Crawford, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter retired, Virgil Ortiz. Like, so he's going to have to make a decision. How bad do you want to try to be undisputed at 147? Because the deal that you just signed, bro, Mario Barrio is about to be the WBC champion soon as Bud dropped that belt at 147. And then Imantas Stanley is about to be the WBA champion soon as Bud dropped that belt at 147. And these are two dudes that I already had an opportunity to fight you and turned it down, bro. So how you gonna get undisputed? You gotta wait for them to lose and hope that Premier Boxing Champions will do. Like, it's just, he might need to think about moving up, bro. Just my thoughts. But that's on the Boots Ennis Terence Crawford side of things. Like, for Terence Crawford, you can see why he wouldn't want to stay at 147 no more to fight Jerron Boots Ennis when he can try to go up and make more history and do some things at 154. Now, if he go at 154 and take a light touch, like I said earlier in this video, and Boots is right there for some good money, some pay-per-view money, a chance to become 3-time undisputed in the 4-belt era, then that's on him. You know what I mean? If he turned that shit down, then we can cook him on that. But we just gotta wait to see who he fight and what decision that he make. Now for this other part of the video, the main reason I'm making this video, Terence Bud Crawford, he got something against Al Haymon, bro. He, his team, somebody in his ear, he himself he got something against Al Heyman, bro. Because he seems to want to fight all the Premier Boxing Champions fighters, but don't want to do business with them in order to do so. That's what it's starting to seem like. He wants to fight Sebastian Fundora, but he doesn't want to go through Premier Boxing Champions to do it. Instead, he wants to go get Turki Ali Gashik and try to get Turki Ali Gashik to put the money up for them and then bring Sebastian Fundora over to Saudi Arabia. What network they fighting on? What network they fighting on? If that shit would have happened. He also is doing what with Tim Tszyu. Now he got two avenues where he trying to fight Sebastian Fundora for the WBO and WBC by going by way of Turki Ali Gashik to get them to put up the money to circumvent Premier Boxing Champions. And then what else is he trying to do? We just got word from my homie L-Dub Boxing. He got Turki Ali Gashik, who wants to put up money for him to fight Tim Tszyu for the vacant WBO belt if they make Sebastian Fundora vacated. So he wants to use his status as WBO super champion and fight Tim Tszyu, who's a Premier Boxing Champions fighter, and he wants him to come over to Saudi Arabia so that he can circumvent Al Heyman and Premier Boxing Champions again. What is up with this war that he's waging against them, bro? You would think, I mean, they got him the most money that he ever made. Biggest fight of his life he did over there. Something up with them negotiations to where they don't like what he did and he don't like what they did, and they waging a war right now, and it's the worst kept secret in boxing, in my opinion, bro. In my opinion, if you follow the sport intensely like I do, you should see this shit, man. It's something going on where he trying to pivot and he trying to make moves. They trying to pivot and they trying to make moves, and they trying to outmaneuver each other to where Bud Crawford's like, I want this shit and this is how I want it, and you gonna give it to me how I want it, or I'm gonna go find a way to get it without you, and your fighter's still gonna have to fight me. And Premier Boxing Champions is like, well, shit, if you want these fights, we'll give you these fights and shit, but you gonna have to sign up to us. And it's causing us as fight fans, honestly, bro, to miss out on some good fights. Like, in a perfect world as a fight fan, why can't we get Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora versus Terence Crawford, and then the two winners fight each other? Then the two winners fight each other, bro. And if you want to split up the belts and make them both for belts, that's cool. Tim Tszyu, Terence Crawford for the vacant WBO. Sebastian Fundora, Errol Spence for the WBC. Two winners fight each other in a unification. What's up? And as a fight fan, I know that the best way for me to get that, it's only one missing link, bro. Fundora's over there with PBC. Earl's over there with PBC. Tim Tszyu is over there with PBC. Bud, just take your ass over there, man. Just take your ass over there. But he trying to touch some of that Saudi Arabia money. And you can't fault the man for wanting the payday and all that shit. I understand that. But what you can say is, bruh, you ain't gonna get these fights. Because just like you maneuvering and wiggling and finagling and doing that shit that only Bud Crawford will do and tries to do, just like you doing that shit, they gonna get to doing that shit too. And that's what you're seeing right now with, oh, he broke his nose. He ain't gonna be ready till November. Forcing you to either stay out the ring forever for a year and a half and wait on him, or go ahead and fight somebody else. That's all it is, bro. And then they also trying to make the WBO like, how you gonna strip our fighter when he got injured in the fight? Here's his paperwork. Y'all gotta wait. You can't just strip him. So they playing the games that he playing. Like, yo, come sign with us, or we can just have Sebastian Fundora fight Earl. But if you take this 2-fight deal that we offered you, Jermell, Charlo, Erickson, Lumen, we could throw a belt in there somehow, and then maybe we can revisit you and Earl after both of y'all have a couple more fights. And then y'all can have a big going away party, going away fight or whatever. So you can clearly see the pawns moving, the shit shifting, and all of that shit. But for me, I don't understand why the logical boxing fan won't just be like, bro, this a lot for no reason. Cause see, a lot of y'all care about people, how much they make and their pockets and shit. I only talk the business of boxing to talk about why I'm getting fights and why I'm not getting fights, and who should capitulate and who should compromise and all this shit. And for me, bro, the oddball is Bud Crawford. Take your ass over there, bro, so we can get what we want. You have a much better chance getting a unification fight at 154 against Sebastian Fundora, or getting a vacant shot with Tim Tszyu if Fundora is forced to vacate the belt because he can't fight. You have a much better shot at accomplishing your goals at 154 if you just go sign to the people that got all the things that you want at 154 pounds. And then as a fight fan, I win. Bud Crawford, Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora, Earl Spence, sign me up. Bud Crawford, Sebastian Fundora, Earl Spence, Tim Tszyu, sign me up. Sebastian Fundora, Tim Tszyu rematch, Bud Crawford, Jermell Charlo, winners fight each other, sign me the fuck up. All of these possibilities only become possible if the man goes where I'm telling y'all he should go. But y'all too big. Y'all want to see Bud Crawford versus Bakram Murtazaliev or some shit. Israel Madrimov. Madrimov ain't a bad fighter. Bakram, I think he the weakest link of the champions based on his performance in his last fight against the German dude, Cole K. He didn't look good up until the stoppage. He looked real basic. Madrimov got some movement, got some skills, got some angles, got some power, got some shit to his game. Bakram Murtazaliev, straight up and down, Eastern European, 1-2, high guard, lean straight back, fights long behind his jab, not fast, feet flat, just look like food. Just look like food at the top level, bro. Cole K was doing damage to his ass until he finally stopped him. He just happened to be bigger and taller and longer than that dude, so his size saved him in that fight. Y'all want to see that just so you can say, Bud Crawford unified. Bud Crawford became a champion. Man, I'm trying to get these fights, bro. And him trying to circumvent Premier Boxing Champions, treating it like it's a war, treating it like he got to fight the man and shit, bro. You're not going to get no fights that way. They gonna have Fundora drop that goddamn belt. They gonna tell Tim Tszyu, we gonna give you the Fundora rematch. The only way any of this is gonna work for Bud Crawford is if one of them guys that he trying to fight decides, fuck without Heyman talking about I'm going over here to fuck with the Saudis. It's the only way that shit gonna happen, bro. Is if Tim Tszyu like, man, fuck it, they offer me a bag, I can't refuse. I'm just gonna go over here, Al. Sorry. He has to hope that somebody does a Earl Spence, bro. Goes against what they're advising him to do and gives into his unreasonable demands, bro. Because the PBC was like, look, I know we trying to make this fight, but the shit he asking for, he wants you to give up money. He wants you to give up all your A-side concessions just so you'll fight him, bro. It ain't worth it. Earl said, fuck that, I'm fighting him anyway. He has to hope that somebody else is willing to do that. He has to hope that either Tim Tszyu or Sebastian Fundora is willing to do that. Because if they not, then he gonna get boxed out, bro. Because they already offered him a fight. They offered him Jermell. I heard that they offered him Tim Tszyu and he turned them down too. Yeah, word on the curb is that he had an offer to fight Tim Tszyu. He ain't like the money though. So he trying to go around, get money from somebody else to try to get the Tim Tszyu fight that way instead of dealing with Tim Tszyu's promoters. The man feels like he ain't got to listen to nobody. He don't care nothing about no numbers. Pay me what I want. And whatever I say I want, that's what I'm worth. He been on that, bro. And at 36, 37 years old and still being talented, still being the pound-for-pound #1 fighter in the world, ain't nobody finna do that with you because you ain't bringing money to the table like that, bro. Ain't nobody finna just sacrifice their future of their company, the future of the fighters that they have in their division, so you can continue to shine. Y'all got to shine together. That's what it seemed like him and his fans don't understand, bro. He can get all the shine he want if he play ball and go over there and get the fights that way. Cause this backhand, backdoor, underhanded way of I'ma go around y'all to Turkey Ali Ashik, when you know the people that handle Tim Tszyu, the people that handle Sebastian Fundora, do not fuck with Turkey Ali Ashik Ali. The path of least resistance is the path that gets you to the main goal, and that's making millions and millions of dollars, fighting on pay-per-view for your last 2, 3, 4 fights, however many more fights you got, and fighting the biggest names in the 154-pound division. The one way you do that, man, get you a multiple fight deal going on over there, bro, so we can see you in these big fights. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Comment below, smash a like, sub to the channel. I'll see y'all soon. Peace out.